Now, for those of you who have mastered these tools to date, we're going to go on to one of the most sophisticated tools in management. It's called the Porter Diamond, or the Competitiveness Diamond. There are so many competitiveness initiatives going on these days, and you've probably heard about many of them. Indeed, some of the upgrading of the dairy industry was done through a competitiveness initiative called PISDAC, the Pakistan project that was responsible for that. So I just want to give you at least a brief introduction into the Porter Diamond and why I think it's so interesting. I don't expect you to master it. We're not even going to apply it. So those of you who need to take a little nap here, you can like shut me out for the next 5 minutes and just chill, because you're not actually going to be using this. But I do want you to be exposed to this. I do want you to understand what the Porter Diamond is. And I'll give you the very quick synopsis of it. Basically, Michael Porter's insights from studying competitive industries all over the world, hundreds of them, he understood there were some commonalities, no matter what it was. And one of them was that the industry cluster, or the group of producers, were closely connected up to demanding consumers near their region. And these demanding consumers were sending back very interesting messages about how to improve the product, how to improve what it was they were doing. Or there was some unusual demand, some interesting demand that was leading the market. And those customers were anticipating the needs of customers elsewhere. So basically the consumers were either so demanding that they really made the industry be able to, if you could sell to these people, you could sell to anybody. The example that's given is the Italian footwear industry. If you can sell shoes to the very demanding Italian women, you can sell them to women anywhere, because they really are hard to sell to unless you have a high quality product. What happens is, if you're attentive to that demand, it will improve your strategy, it will upgrade your strategy, it will enable you, or it will motivate you all the time to improve your quality of either your workforce, or your capital, or your infrastructure, or your machines, the factors that go into producing what you're doing. This demand will drive that upgrading. And it will also drive you to cooperate with others, maybe the packagers, or the insurers, or the transporters, to see how can we improve throughout the value chain to get a better product to folks. And also, the other thing is, when there's a lot of rivalry among different producers, that also creates competition and helps upgrade things. So, and the government provides the overall environment in which this takes place. So, the quick lessons out of the Porter Diamond are: get very, very close to your consumers, learn from them, find out what it is you could be doing better, what it is they need, why they're using your product, would they use more of it, what other kinds of products are they using when they're not using yours, and then go back and be very non-defensive about that learning and say, what could we do different? How could we do something more, or something to make a little bit more out of what we're doing? What could our strategy be? Who else could we be working with? What else could we be doing to be able to satisfy that demand? So there's actually some very simple lessons. And also to be able to both compete as well as cooperate in looking at those issues. And then together, as a group of producers, go to the government to say, look, there are some impediments in the business environment where we can't be as good as we can be because this is happening or that is happening, and try to get those things resolved. Okay, so that's the Porter Diamond. I'm not going to, there's a whole set of tools that are in your materials on how to use it, and a lot of questions that come at each stage. So we have those questions. Feel free to try using it if you would like, but it is very, very complex. We actually applied it to the Pakistan dairy industry and came up with these results. Again, you'll see them in your, if it's useful to you in dairy, then that's great. And that actually led to the identification of some very interesting initiatives that were then implemented. You can also see it applied to the Dutch cut flour industry. This is interesting. And let's just, we'll just hold that there. So, a brief introduction to the Porter Diamond. Thank you.